Hey everybody, Bill Flipper here, and we're gonna do a video called When Do I? So this is so please like, comment, subscribe. This is a video of when to do different steps in your e-commerce Amazon journey. And the first one is when to use credit. And this is I was kind of taken aback. So I was in this Discord of a group I'm in, and one of the jokes was, it's Q4, credit cards are made to max out, or were made to be maxed out. And I was kind of taken aback by that because, especially for newcomers, I think that is a horrible idea if you don't know the basics. And it's going to get you in a lot of trouble and can definitely blow up your business if it's not done appropriately. So when you use, and by the way, I want to be really clear. There's so many horror stories of people who maxed out their credit cards over and over. And as insane as this is, even though you pay, one, you need to pay them off every single month and on time. I've never paid a dime on in interest, but it will still, if they're personal cards, not not business cards, it will drag down your credit score, which, by the way, I think is insane. You can pay them all on time perfectly, and it still will drag down your credit score. But it will, and then they hammered their credit score way down, and it is to me not worth it. Then the better step is, to use them appropriately. Um, try to get the most amount of points, but you need to move towards a business card as soon as you can because you don't want to destroy your credit score even to, build a really profitable business. I think it's better to move to, I think it's more than common sense. You got to move to a business card. So when you know what you're doing, you've had a couple wins, you definitely, you understand the softwares, you understand, what keep a charts to look at, and you're sure you do not run it up any more than, you are definitely capable of paying off a month because a couple months at those interest rates will take whatever profit you had and hammer it into dust. So the time to do it is when you've been comfortable. Maybe you want to slowly, like, you know what I mean, like, you have 2,000 pay off, use it for 1,000. But I would rather have somebody comfortable because, like I said, I've seen so many of these videos where it's like John made 50,000 a month in his first 6 months. And they don't point out that one, he was already doing e-commerce and was set up to with a huge bankroll to start. And it's like the guy who gained 60 pounds, 25 pounds of muscle, but they don't point out that he had just taken time off after, a pro sports career. They're not giving you the details. It's very hard to do that. It's possible, but you're going to need a bunch of money, and you're also going to likely need a close coach or something like that. So, like I said, we know they're clickbait. I mean, we know what YouTube videos are. It doesn't mean it's not possible. Doesn't mean that they did not do it successfully. It means that's clickbait, and you should not compare yourself to that. So, when to use credit? Like I said, when you know what you're doing, when you're comfortable, being very careful with it, being appropriate, make sure you can pay it off every month, and like I said, maybe you want to do it when you can check your payouts and like, okay, I got 8,000, I'm using my daily payouts, and I ran up 2,000, I'm more than comfortable, I can pay this off, I'm comfortable because, like I said, and to move to business right away. The next one is when to buy a course and a coach. And that can be different for everybody. It certainly would matter when you're starting out. So are you starting with $20,000 because you're a successful sneaker reseller or you have a very high end paying job, a six-figure job, because that is much different than if you're starting out with 500 bucks or 1,000. Because then if you buy a coach or a course for 400, you would have been much better off to watch tons of YouTube videos and spend it on inventory. So once um, you can absorb probably 90 or more percent in courses for free YouTube videos, but you will have to consume it obsessively. You're gonna have to watch tons of my videos. There's so many great videos. You can find them. In-depth Keepa analysis. And some of these courses also are much more affordable. Like there's like a Keepa Academy. I don't know the price, but Chris Grant puts things out there relatively affordable, and you could even do specialty things like the Keepa Academy, where you're getting like the whole OA challenge at probably a much smaller price. I'd have to check on it, but he does really, Chris Grant's so great. I took the OA challenge. I'm also in the roadmap. I was going to do videos on this. I don't have affiliate links for either. And I do recommend them, but I don't recommend them for newcomers. To me, it's more these types of things are better if you've hit a plateau. So you want to grow your business and you can't get over 20,000 a month, and you're having problems sourcing more profitable products. You maybe you're making mistakes that you're not really sure why. It would be a hammering, it would be a fork in your business that you have not been able to get past, or you really have some extra funds. You just want to sharpen your skills, and you're definitely going to use them. I mean, the idea that you would buy it before starting an Amazon account, and as some people do, and it was just wasteful. I'm a very frugal guy, and I recommend that you be frugal too, because those are, good things to do in life. Um, and the next one is when to buy software. This one is a much easier choice because certain softwares, I believe I've done a video before, and you can find them. They're almost necessities. Like Keepa would be a necessity. Inventory Lab would be almost a necessity because the amount of time you're saving can be so much. It can be $50 a month to save like 7 hours, 10 hours. I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer. And I haven't made a shipment in Seller Central in years and years, but I mean, I remember doing it without Inventory Lab. So, like I said, and there's times being so frugal, it's really cost me. And I would spend multiple extra hours not to buy Inventory Lab. So I just did a lot of foolish things early in business. So when you get a software that is going to save you a ton of time, it has to pay for itself. That's a really good recommendation. It should pay for itself. Repricers should pay for itself. All those types of things, they should pay for itself in time saved or the extra money you make. So if you think about it that way, and what's great about many of these softwares is they have free trials. So you can actually run it for 2 weeks, run it for a month, and then say, you know what, this has paid for itself, or you know what, I'm not using it, it's wasteful, and I thought I was going to use it, but I really like this previous software. Maybe you try a new repricer, you're using Aura, you try SellerSnap, and you say this isn't worth it. I don't know. I never switched, but those types of things. I mean, they're really common sense. So I'm hoping this channel is kind of for someone who's already started and building it. Um, so those are one, and when I guess another one I was thinking about is when to quit your job. And I think the best advice is either when you have saved up, 3 to 6 months income, depending on your dependents. So I mean, my answer would be much different if you have 2 or 3 kids than if you are living at home with your parents, or you're going to college where your room and board is likely paid for. Those choices are much different. Then I think you can be a little bit more YOLO. I don't recommend it, but you can be a little more. You don't have to be as discriminate if you have mouths to feed. That would be my point. So I would say at least, like I said, if 100%, if you're sure you're paid for, or you have 6 months saved up and you are good at this and you're running a successful, profitable business. And also, there can get times where actually you're losing money by going to work. It's been run in by a few people where they were actually losing money when they could have been home sourcing or prepping or those types of things. So those are the things I kind of came up for. If you have any more questions, comments, like when to blank, and I'll try to solve it. Like I said, most of this will be different for each person, but I think you can figure it out on your own. Those are the ways I've done it. Um, that's all I have. There are links down below for the softwares. There are affiliate links down below for the actual tools I use in this Amazon business. If you gain value and you need some of those things, I'd appreciate a click of the link. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the first of the year 2024. So January 1st, 2024, we want 1,000 subscribers. Like, comment, share, get your brother, get your mom, get everyone to like and share, and we can get there. It'd be really awesome. I hope everyone has an amazing week. amazing Q4 and get after it, get the money. See ya.